Oh my god. Oh my god. I was so pumped for this. And I thought this was going to appear Saturday, but nope, Friday. Because fuck hype, let's just do it, right? This is all the hype you need. So yes, let's talk about Star Wars The Last Jedi, first trailer, teaser, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think we were all kind of expecting this from Star Wars Celebration. It was kind of rumored a lot. And yeah, they just, I guess, I was actually thinking this was going to premiere Saturday, but nope, that's not the case. Nope, 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 nope. So yeah, this, good lord, I think this is the kind of thing you need with Star Wars trailers. You don't need to show a lot to get people hyped because it's Star Wars. So, oh my god, where do I begin? So it looks like a lot of this does focus on Rey and Luke training, and what's interesting is that it looks like, yeah, it's very much like with Empire, where we follow we follow our main Jedi character in her quest to become a fully realized Jedi, and meanwhile the rest of the team is off doing their own adventures. Rey, from what I understand, that Poe's going to have his own thing, and so is Finn. They're going to have their own things to do. So it's going to be like 3 separate stories. I also really choked up. I was kind of like, there she is, when I saw Carrie Fisher, like the behind the head shot, and I was like, there she is. And yeah, I did kind of tear up a bit at the tribute, if you guys were wondering. I did watch the tribute to Carrie Fisher, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. So there is, like I said, there isn't a lot to talk about, but at the same time there is. That's so weird. It's because, yeah, Force Awakens did that too, right? Force Awakens did that too, where they basically had not a lot, but at the same time there was stuff to talk about. So yeah, we get to see, more of Poe. We get to see more of Poe. We get to see Finn in a little stasis chamber. I'm hoping he gets more to do. Apparently he is. Apparently he's going to get more to do. The base is under attack. The Resistance base is under attack, and it looks like Phasma's actually going to be doing stuff. Thank God, because she was just there to be a toy for Force Awakens, and it's nice to see her hopefully actually doing something. So, yay! I hope. Yeah, so we get to see more of that. We also get to see more starships. I'm thinking those are Resistance ships. I think those are Resistance ships, and they look a lot like the Mon Cal ships. They look a lot like the I know they're not Mon Cal ships, but they look surprisingly close to it. At least I think those are. I think those are Resistance ships. I'm pretty sure. We also have what looks like Pod Racing 2.0, which I'm not thrilled about. Hopefully it's not Pod Racing, but it looks like, yeah, it looks like they're all racing across a desert, and I was like, all I could think was Pod Racing. I'm sorry. I'm hoping that's not what it is. I'm hoping it's not Pod Racing 2.0, but at the same time, I'm like, it's what it feels like. Anyway, we also get to see more. There's 2 scenes in particular, and one I'm going to talk about. But one I really want to talk about is one of the scenes when Rey is looking through the Force, and we see this scene of Vader's helmet is just smashed. It is completely destroyed. The ashes are all scattered around it. So yeah, Vader's helmet's completely gone, and we do see Kylo in here with the scar, and it looks like, yeah, he is ready to go. Because it looks like Snoke completed his training, fucking finally. And I guess Kylo no longer requires he doesn't require his grandfather's assistance. He doesn't need that helmet anymore. Or he just smashed it because he either thinks like I said, he doesn't need it, or he's kind of having this confliction of, killing his dad. Because you just don't come back from that unless you're a real asshole. So that might be also the case, that he is feeling conflicted over it. Or, here's another interesting theory, that would be really kind of fucked up, is that Snoke tells him that, you no longer need your grandfather, you no longer need your grandfather's guidance because your grandfather had a moment of weakness, and that's how the rebellion won and the Empire lost. So you could have it tell him just straight up, hey, look, your grandfather was he betrayed everybody. He betrayed his master, he betrayed the Empire at the last moment when everything was coming together to work. So, yeah. Your grandfather ruined everything. He could easily just say that, and that could easily just fuck with Kylo's already messed up psyche, and then he can just go, well, I'm just gonna smash this now. We also get to see what look like ancient Jedi books, which someone said that those books belong to Yoda. Which I would believe. I would believe that, Luke would go back to, Yoda's home on Dagobah and find whatever he could to help him, create a Jedi Order. So I'm willing to believe that theory that those were in Yoda's house, those books, because you do see the Jedi symbol in one of the books. So I was like, yeah, that would make sense. Although why he and you could probably wonder, well, what about holocrons? What about holocrons? Well, a lot of them were scattered among the winds, and a lot of them were destroyed by the Empire. And you're probably wondering, well, what about the Jedi holocron Kanan had? We don't know the full fate of that. I'm not even sure they managed to take it with them when they escaped Thrawn's attack in Season 3. I don't think they managed to bring it with them. It could have easily been destroyed when the base fell under attack, now that I think about it. So yeah, it's nice to have actual, books around, because books save worlds. Or destroy them. So let's talk about the big thing right now. Let's talk about the major subject of the last words Luke says to Rey. And he says to her, in all the truths I've met in the galaxy, I'm paraphrasing here because I know I messed up that line, it's time for the Jedi to end. And for a moment he's like, it's time for the Jedi, and I'm like, to return? To end. I'm like, oh. And when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, you would think that, because here's the thing. And you have to look at it from Luke's perspective. Luke tried so hard for over 30 years to bring back the Jedi Order by himself, was teaching all these new Padawans and these new members of this new Jedi Order, and then out of nowhere, his own nephew turns on him and along with a few others, kill all the others and force him into retirement. That would drive anyone to be kind of despondent, wouldn't it? Your own nephew destroyed the order that you spent 30 years to fix? Yeah, not good. Not good. So, that's the thing, is that you can see, I can see where Luke's coming from when he says, the Jedi have only brought me pain, what point was the Jedi? Because I was supposed to return. I brought the Force, I was the last Jedi for the longest time. I tried to bring it back, and then out of nowhere, the Force just decided, fuck you, one more, you're down to one again. So I can understand his kind of headspace, when he says it's time for the Jedi to end. So it's going to be a cool thing to see Rey kind of being like, no, we need you. The Jedi are still needed. The First Order and the Knights of Ren are going to fuck us sideways. So, we kind of need you to get out of this funk. So probably the best thing to see is Rey and Luke kind of learning from each other and kind of getting that, Luke having his hope restored back in the galaxy, because, yeah, like I said, he's probably pretty jaded. So that's, yeah, I'm just so hyped. You just need this one trailer, honestly. I know they're going to do another one later. More than likely, they're going to do another one later in the year. I doubt we'll get another trailer for May the 4th. But, yeah, they'll just keep this trailer out here, and that's all you need for the longest time. I would imagine we would get another trailer later this summer, or at least, September or November, just to get the hype back for Last Jedi. And that would be it, only 2 full trailers. I think Force Awakens only got, 2 or 3, right? Yeah, 2 or 3 at best. And that was all they needed for, major trailers, excluding the TV spots. So, yeah. All in all, really hyped for this, looking forward to this, and, yeah, this made my day. Because I was having a shit day, and this made me feel good. So, even though it's probably going to be depressing as all get out. So you guys tell me, what did you guys think of the Last Jedi trailer? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.